Hi guys, so we're down here at Fingle Glen Golf Club in Devon.
If you haven't been here before, it's a very easy place to find, just off the A30 towards Devon.
That's right. So what are we doing today, Jay?
We're going to have an overview of the course and all of its facilities. We are going to hopefully get a chat with the pro here, which is James Hammond, a bit more in-depth insight to the course, etc.
That's right. Go on course, knock a few balls, give you a bit more information about the club, what to expect when you visit, and yeah, show you what they have to offer.
The golf course here at Fingle Glen is an 18-hole par 69 course. It's a very challenging course for every standard golfer. Plenty of hazards here.
The course has a huge variety and every hole is distinctive. The layout, undulation and tight greens mean that your accuracy and skill will be challenged and rewarded. Originally in 1989, the Fingle Glen course was laid out as a 9-hole course, which was extended to 18 holes in 2002. It is known locally for being one of the hillier courses around, and throughout the course there are a couple of shots that require you to play directly up a steep hill. Steep course. You can't even see over most of the hills, can you? This is a really challenging course. Yeah, it's really hard.
You can lose plenty of balls, trust us.
We've lost plenty around here.
Yeah.
It's a very good game improver. It doesn't matter what skill level you're at, you're going to improve your golf here.
Apart from us.
No, we're getting better, we're slowly getting better. Right, so hole 1, it's a par 4, 322 yards. Got the old driver out.
To the pin.
Tell you what, these fairways looking a lot better than last year, aren't they?
Definitely.
Awful lot better.
It's been a dramatic improvement since we started here.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
It's like anything, yes, we agree there is still room for improvement.
Yeah.
But I think, as every golfer knows, these things take time, especially with greens and stuff like that. Yeah. It does take a lot of time.
They struggled a lot at the start of the year, but so did every golf course with the weather.
With the weather.
It was a nightmare, wasn't it?
And now it's gone to the other extreme, hasn't it, where we haven't had much rain at all.
It's starting to dry out.
Yeah.
Oh,
unlucky.
Unlucky. This is the first green. Yes, there are slight patches, but wow, what an improvement over last year, Jay.
Yeah, definitely. Again, these were, I would say, considerably in a bad way.
They were in a bad way, but
from what they've managed to do, it's very impressive.
Yeah. Can't see any of the bumps. It's quite good. They've got new flags in with the metal cups. Yeah, It's cut nicely by our friend James Bevis.
Indeed, you might have seen him on the channel before. If not, we'll put a link to that video because it's an absolute belter of a video, that one.
Local legend. Anyway, moving on.
Plenty of hazards here on the second.
In the trees is normal, Jay.
Exactly, in the trees is normal.
That's where we normally are.
So what I'm going to do now is probably hit it in that bunker.
Yeah. Oh, he's taking his medicine.
There we go, back on the fairway.
Nice. Proper golf. Nice.
What an absolute professional
Belter.
shot that was. James would be proud of that one.
Yeah. So the fairway, this is number 2. Touch longer than I'd like, Jay. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit longer than I'd like, but it's still in very good condition, isn't it?
It is, again, like I say, it's just going off what this course was like a little while ago.
Yeah.
And what it's like now. Just goes to show the progression of this course and what its potential is. That's I think the main one is the actual potential of this course can be great.
This is the green, number 2. Look at that. Really has improved. Brilliant. Couple of bits of patchiness there, but it's going, isn't it? Every week it's improving. We've seen this week in, week out now, haven't we? It's getting better, guys.
You're the orange ball.
Oh yeah.
Birdie putt, no pressure.
Just melted away.
And that's how the road golfers do it.
That's the difference between us and professionals. We can't putt to save our lives. On here for 2. Go on. Right. Jay's on for his par. Ooh.
There we go. Once again, road golfers strike.
Right, so we've just knocked a few balls around on the first, second and third. We've got James Hammond, the club pro, with us. He's going to talk a little bit more about the club, what the club and hotel has to offer, and where the club's going in the future. James, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, really good, mate.
Long time no see.
I know,
Good to have you back.
Yeah, yeah. And yourself?
A lot's changed since obviously last time you were here. We're now middle of, or start of August, end of July. We're probably on the driest sort of run of weather we've had in a long time. So as you can see around me, it's all dried up quite nicely considering where we were at the start of the year. I think it was safe to say we probably had one of the wettest years that we've ever had at the start.
Every golf course was struggling.
Yeah, so we struggled a little bit, like you say, like everyone did. But now we're praying for a little bit of rain. So we've dried up nicely. The greens are, because of that, patchy in places, but still rolling pretty good. They're fairly true. It's definitely a work in progress, but it's definitely heading in the right direction. Like you said, the golf course has come on leaps and bounds from sort of the start of the year. So it's that in that sense, it's great progression, and it's really good to see. In the clubhouse, we've got plenty to offer. We've got fully kitted out Spikes bar with all the beer. We've got new beers actually coming next week, so I better not say too much on camera now. Okay. But when you guys do join us and you see this, we'll have all them beers on tap.
We need an evening on the beer.
Absolutely, well, probably a day or two, I'd say. That sounds better. And just at the end of that Spikes bar, we've also got our Trackman Suite, which you guys know very well. You hit a few balls in there, don't we all? That's obviously able for guests, for members, whoever it is, if you want to come down,
I really
do a
like
bit.
it. No, you don't lose any balls.
Yeah, well, I went in there earlier and I seen someone wedge the ball in the roof, so they obviously never got that one back. So yeah, be careful what you say. It might lose a few. Yeah, could be. But like I said, that's a great practice facility. That's where I do my teaching, so I can accommodate anybody in there for lessons or whatever.
That's right. Get hold of this guy if you do want any lessons, because he does know what he's talking about. He can hit the ball fairly well.
Yeah, I can get it round sometimes. Yeah, sort you guys out a few times.
Yeah.
So moving on from the Trackman, walk yourself back through the Spikes bar. We've got another general purpose bar, which is for sort of functions and big occasions and stuff. We open that for. Up the stairs, we've got another function room, meeting room. So if you want to bring a business for conferences, for we had the art society in here last week. They were doing some sketching and some portraits up in there. So
nice.
It's a pretty big room. It's sort of can cater for sort of 60, 70 people up there. Again, regardless whether it's a meeting, whether it's an art society, whatever it may be. It's a perfect little getaway. It's out the way. We can obviously serve tea, coffee, water, food, drinks, whatever it may be. Up to you, we can include that in the price. Like I said, that bar and restaurant room can cater for a lot, really.
We do weddings and that.
We do weddings, yeah. So it's a wedding venue. Like I said, we've got that big function room downstairs. Again, that probably can hold 120 people, if not more. We do sort of buffet foods, depending on the occasion. We can obviously compromise. We can do a little bit for anyone and everything, really, which we have done over the years, and we continue to do. It's great. And then obviously if it is a wedding, we've got the lodges outside. We've got, I think, 24 of them self-catering lodges, which is a big attraction. I think it's 12 of them. We've got hot tubs. So if you wanted to get a weekend away with the missus or something, it's perfect. We've also got 9 hotel rooms upstairs. So if you do come down, use the Trackman room, you have a few drinks and you find yourself not able to drive home, then feel free to obviously book a room. It's a reasonable rate. It's real good. It's got everything you need. If you did want to bring a few boys down, a few friends, boys, girls, golfing breaks, and obviously the lodges, self-catering lodges are spot on for that as well. So
really nice.
All things are moving up. It's looking good.
You obviously do competition things for members and at the weekends and things like that.
Yeah, plenty of competitions. Our general competition day is a Saturday. That's for men, for women. That runs sort of first thing in the morning to about 11 o'clock-ish. That'll be all the trophies. Ladies' Day will be a Wednesday. They play their competitions on a Wednesday. And then we have the added seniors on a Monday as well. So that's the sort of 3 main competition days. Amongst all that, we also run our match play competitions. So we've got 3 different match play events running this season. So as well as all the Dartmoor League, East Devon League, Ballarat, Parker, that sort of thing, which is county events. Ladies got the Sheila Creasy, the seniors, they play their own fixtures. So there's plenty of golf being played at Fingle at the moment, which is great. Yeah, we, again, not sure when this video will come out, but Fingle Glen have got to the finals day of the Parker Trophy, which is a massive achievement. That's the county scratch, so that's the team of 3. But the finals day is at Saunton, up in Saunton, which is always a fantastic day. So for little old Fingle, it's great, and we've always, touched wood, we've always done pretty well in sort of county events, whether it be Ballarat or Parker. Because of the golf course, it's obviously a challenge, it's difficult. So you sort of go out and play other golf courses, and that becomes, obviously they're not easy, but it becomes a little bit more
Tell us a bit more about the golf course. Obviously there's some easier holes, par 3s, and then you've got some real tough challenging par 4, 5s.
Absolutely. I think if you look at it on paper, the slope rating and the course rating, it looks easy, but it's definitely far from easy. I mean, you look at the par 3s along the 18th, which is a new hole. It's been in for probably 5 years now, so fairly new. That's a 210-yard par 3 over water. Standing on the 3rd, it's probably 220 yards from the back. Granted, it's downhill. When it's wet, it plays 220. When it's dry like this, it probably plays a little bit shorter, but then the trouble is getting it to stop.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing though, like, depending on what time of year,
the
holes play completely different, don't they?
So it's a completely different challenge. In general, the greens are fairly small here, they're fairly tight. So if you miss the green, obviously you've got a difficult chip because they're a little bit slopey, a little bit undulated. And because they are a little bit patchy as well, it is difficult to hit it really, really close. We're definitely sort of trying to improve that, but it definitely adds to the challenge. So it's one of them where you'll come, you'll have fun. We've got great views over Dartmoor. We've got great views over the neighbouring farms. If that's your sort of thing, then
the views are stunning,
they
especially
are really
up there on the 10th 11th up there looking across the valley.
Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, you're right, they are spot
on. Pricing's fantastic. I see you doing deals for students as well at the
Yeah,
moment,
we're doing
flat
student
15.
offers. Our green fee rate is sort of probably in the middle, lower end of the spectrum for Devon golf, which is good. So if you're looking for like a cheap round of golf, then we do twilight from 2 o'clock, which is a bit of a steal really.
Yeah.
Prices obviously will vary throughout the year, but always look online or give us a call. I'm sure you had the phone number and the email addresses and stuff in.
We'll put it on the screen now.
Yeah, definitely. Give them a call or contact myself direct via Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be. I'm always happy to help anybody who's got an inquiry.
Excellent. Thanks for that, buddy.
No problem. It's obviously great to have you guys on board as well.
Congratulations as well, because he's the Torquay goalie now. So check him out on the old telly box.
Yeah. Not sure telly box exists now, does it? Showing your age,
I don't know, internet, interweb. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for that, James. We'll catch you in
Absolutely. Yeah.
we'll bar for a beer later.
Get a game soon as well.
Yeah.
Top man. Cheers.
Take care.
Thanks, mate.
Right. So that was James Hammond. He's a legend, isn't he?
He certainly is, yeah.
Good guy.
If you do want lessons, guys, make sure you get in touch with him because he's a phenomenal golfer.
He really is.
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to move on, hit a few more shots. Hole 4, 412 yards. It's a real toughie and shows every hole on this course is very different, isn't it?
It is. This one here, you've got a dog leg right, it goes over a stream and then straight onto the green. It's almost 2 holes merged into one.
Yeah.
Tough hole. Again, most of the holes you're teeing off potentially blind. If you can find your ball, it's good.
A lot of them are blind, but it means you've got to have good course management.
Which we don't have.
No. Perfect.
Perfect. Right in the middle of the fairway.
Makes a change.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So really nice tee off. Landed in the fairway.
Happy
really,
with that, aren't you?
well chuffed for that. But now this is exactly what James was saying about how on paper the course looks easy, but in reality it's quite difficult. As you can see, you've got quite a narrow opening here with the trees all to the left. You've got the stream going through there, hazards on the right. It's actually quite a tricky shot now.
Well, if you overhit it and you drive up there, then you're in trouble. I mean, you can follow it down that way, but then you've got all these trees in the way, which are really punishing you then.
That's it. So
give it a
even
go.
though it's a straight shot, they're the hardest ones, aren't they? That's exactly what I mean. In the So this is hole number 5, which is 145 yards and a par 3. Now, as James was saying before, even the par 3s are challenging, and this one in particular is surrounded by 3 big bunkers all the way around. So not much room for error at all. Best way to play this hole, I found, is slightly to the left, just to clear yourself of those hazards.
It's not very forgiving, is it?
Very tough course.
Yeah.
Very tough course.
And it drops off at the back here. You've got no hope, guys. If that goes down there,
it's like James was saying,
you're
the
done.
greens, depending on which way that you're going at the greens don't have much runoff, and when they do, good night ball.
Yeah. Get good or go home.
Which is why we often just go home.
Not bad.
Oh, rimmed it. Right round the rim.
This is hole 6. It's a par 4 with a stroke index of 10. It's 334 yards. Now this is what we were talking about being a blind hole. There's quite a few of these on the course. You've got the black and white pole in the middle to show you roughly where you want to be driving, although I think drive a right bit to the right. What do you think, Jay? Bit to the right of that's probably better because it rolls down. Once it gets past that, it drops off and then it banks left. Now, I've lost a few balls here. You've lost a couple as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fantastic hole.
Doesn't get any easier when you get closer to the hole because you've got that massive bunker to the left. So if you go slightly off the green, you're in trouble there as well.
Oh yeah. Right, nice shot there by Jay on the green for 2. Are we happy with that?
Very happy, best I've ever done actually.
Yeah.
An extremely long putt for birdie.
Ah, it's only a little one, mate.
Just tap it in.
Oh, didn't
Read
read
that
that
all
very
wrong.
well.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, on for a par now.
It'd be a double bogey now. See, we're on for it.
On for a double bogey. Right guys, so that was hole 6.
We'll show hole 7
Yeah.
as this is the longest hole on the course.
This is another hole that is blind, you can't see, it's very difficult.
It's a challenging hole
It's good
again.
fun. If you are thinking about a boys' holiday or a, you know,
Little golf weekend
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything like that, make sure you check Fingle Glen out, as there's normally some package deals available, especially when you hire a lodge as well.
yeah,
And you could probably get a deal with the trackman in the evening as well.
yeah, have a word with James, you never know. Don't expect it to be the, you know, the
Most
PGA
premium
down there.
course you've
Yeah,
played.
it's not.
potentially.
It's not. It's look, we're not going to beat around the bush. It has had a bad reputation in the past, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
A lot of people haven't given it a chance lately, but they should come down and give it a go because it is improving, and tee times are pretty readily available. So, you know, it's nothing worse than going to a golf club and you just can't get a tee time.
No, or someone's teeing off. There's 3 people behind you while you're teeing off.
Yeah, because
straight
every
away.
5 minutes there's a tee slot. It's rubbish. But yeah, it is an up and coming, improving course, and yeah, we really enjoy it down here, guys. And yeah, we come down here all the time, don't we?
We do. I mean, it's a bit like, you know, we've said throughout this whole video, it's more of the course and its potential.
Yeah, that's
It's,
right.
when we first started playing here, it was
bad, wasn't
it was in a bad state.
Yeah,
and
not gonna lie about it.
they've had some decent greenkeepers now working their magic.
Yeah.
And as you all know, these things do take time. That some of their greens had severe, was it leather jackets?
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
And all that does take time to rectify, along with all the wet weather we've had.
Hey, look at
And I
this.
mean, they've done a
it's dark
phenomenal
now,
job
you probably can't
considering.
see, but this is looking so much better than it was. Yes, there's bits of patch, but you know, we've had sun now for days and days and days. This is the first day it's been overcast
Yeah,
all week.
it's typical, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it would have been
Golf
nice to have filmed in the sun, but hey ho. Oh, watch is going off.
Oh
Get that
dear.
one for me.
Pint time, I think, nearly.
I think, yeah, it might be time to hit the bar. Anyway, we're going to go to the bar, we're going to have a drink. The food here is great as well, so we might have a bite to eat. Check us out on our socials, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, guys.
Yeah, make sure you do, as we normally do some decent giveaways as well. I
Yeah,
think we'll probably have one coming up soon as well, actually.
that's right. And any comments really do help the channel grow, and liking the video really does help us as well, guys. We're really sorry we've been away for a while. Life gets in the way sometimes,
Certainly
and
does.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But we're slowly going to make a comeback, and my arm's starting to work, so I'm going to go.
So as always, guys, we hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I say, click that like button and comment below with any questions and stuff like that. And we'll leave all the links in the description to Fingle Glen and all their contact details. And hopefully see you in the next one, guys.